Hello guys, it is the Gaming Weasel back again with another video, and in today's video I'm gonna be covering how to make platinum inside of Warframe in 2021. Now, for the keen of you and my faithful subscribers since days past, you might have realized that I already made this kind of video a couple of months back, in December I think. Now, that time it was, my, I guess, starting point of professionally doing YouTube, I guess, if you want to call it, but I'm definitely not going to call it that. So the audio quality was pretty bad. Not a lot of you were actually here at that point. Even though that video got around 4.2k views, I decided to make a new one with better audio quality and just more concise and much faster and with more tips. Now, Platinum. Platinum is a currency that you need to buy inside of Warframe, and it also can be traded for with other players. Now, sometimes you can get a 50% discount, a 25%, and a 75% discount. Now, this is going to be very good for people that want to buy Platinum at 75% off, because 75% off, as you might know, is a decent sum off of your Platinum or off of anything in general. So, first things first, one of the best ways to earn Platinum is going to be doing the Orkin Vaults inside of Deimos. So what you're gonna do is unlock Horrend, which is not that hard to get. It's literally Earth and then Mars and then Deimos. So then what you need to do is find a clan. There's a lot of clans in the recruiting tab. As you can see, there are some recruiting at rank 0, master rank 0, as you can see, right, this one, master rank 0 plus, so you can join even master rank 0. Then you're gonna get a clan key, craft yourself a clan key, and then purchase inside of the Orkin lab inside of your dojo these 4 dragon keys. Now, I'm not going to be going into detail how the mission itself functions, because I have a video on my channel about that. So there's going to be or a little eye icon above there or in the description down below. And a useful site called the Warframe Market is going to be in the description down below as well. Now, here in this side of mission, you will get mods such as Fleeting Expertise, Narrow-Minded, Overextended, Transient Fortitude, Blind Rage, and I think I actually named all of them. So you will get some other mods that are pretty bad as well, but these mods are going to be the best ones because you can sell these mods for around 15 to 20, 25 platinum depending on the price on the Warframe market or on the trading chat as well. Honestly, my preference is to sell in a Warframe chat and then buy stuff off of the Warframe market, or just list it on the Warframe market and then someone will maybe message you once your price becomes the best one on the Warframe market. Now, that was around 0, but if you max out these mods that I just named a couple of seconds ago, you can sell them for around 85, 90, 100, 110 platinum, as I said, price dependent. And if you might not have known, and I mean, it's pretty simple, Warframe's market system is sort of like a flea market, or I guess an open market, so prices are not firm, they can be decided by players. Okay, so Syndicates. Syndicates are going to be very useful in a couple of months, and they're even useful now. So with Syndicate standing and at rank 4, you will unlock access to weapon augments, of course, and then at level 5 you will access ability augments. So once you reach your level 5 inside of any syndicate, you will be able to purchase Warframe augment mods. These mods can be sold 10 to 15 platinum, which is a pretty decent price, and in my case, because I have a daily standing cap, I think around 22,000, so this is right here, and I'm pretty sure it is, no, it's 28,500, so that's my daily standing cap. I'm able to earn around maybe 200 to 250 platinum per week, which is a good amount of price to actually earn just by selling mods. Now, these syndicates do have weapons as well, but these weapons are much less useful and much less sold, compared to the olden days when I played Warframe, and maybe some of you guys played. These weapons are worth around 40 to 50, 60, 70 platinum. Currently, they're worth around 20 to 35, so that's not that expensive. So it's much better to purchase these augment mods and quantity over quality. Now, there will be adding armor sets, emotes, and other cool things inside of these, so those will be probably worth a lot. So a couple of days before Sisters of Power Wars releases, save up your standing. Okay, so another way of earning platinum is going to be isolation vaults. Now, isolation vaults, you still need to go to Deimos, go to the necrolist, talk to Mother. Of course, you need to complete the Heart of Deimos quest, and then you will be able to start a bounty, which is going to include the isolation vault. Now here, it is preferable you play with 4 other players. You're going to have certain tasks that you have to complete, and then at the end you're going to get a random reward from a list of massive rewards. I'm going to leave it in the description down below so you can check it out. But here you can earn around 5 to 10 platinum from the basic mods, up to like 80, 70, 90 platinum for maybe the better mods, or even necromech weapons and necromech parts. Also, another cool thing is you can also do bounties on Venus, which is Fortuna, or you can do bounties on the Plains of Eidolon, which is Cetus. But I'm pretty sure on a lot of these mods are not worth that much anymore. So what you can possibly do is try those, see if some mods are worth something, and then do those as well. Another cool thing is going to be going inside of your navigation and going into invasions. Here you will sometimes have something sort of like this. You will have these invasions that include weapon parts, sort of like the Dara Vandal barrel right here in the Twin Vipers Wraith barrel, there you go, which can be sold at a decent sum of platinum, around 20, 30, 40, 50 depending on the weapon, maybe even more, depending on the weapon, of course. And this is only in sets, so a set of the Twin Vipers is going to be going, for example, for 30 platinum, so or 40 platinum, which is a pretty easy way to get, because honestly what you have to do, for example, let's say here you need to just sabotage or rescue depending on the side that you choose, and you can only choose one, so keep that in mind. But if you want to get the weapon for yourself, then choose whatever weapon you don't have. If you want to sell it, pick the weapon that's worth more and try to collect it. So that's going to be mostly it for the navigation, if I am correct. Then let's move on to primed weapons, warframes, and other cool things. Now, primed weapons and warframes are gathered from relics, which I made a video on how to farm them, so you can check that out if you don't know how to farm them. You always have a common one, then an uncommon one, and then a rare one. Now, these can be sold also for ducats, what I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. But usually the rare ones are worth the most. It is mostly dependent if the primed warframe or weapon is vaulted, but in 90% of the situations, the rarest one is the most worth it. Now, depending on the item that you get, it is very dependent on how much you can sell it for. For example, if I go to my inventory and then go to my prime parts, for example, Wukong Prime is currently vaulted. His blueprint currently goes for around 50 platinum. Now, as you can see, it's rare because it sells for 100 ducats, and I also have the Panthera Prime blueprint, barrel, sorry, which goes for 100 ducats as well. But this is worth around maybe 10 to 15 platinum, so not every single rare one or uncommon one or just a basic common one is made equal. So always check it up on the Warframe market, check the average prices, and then sell it for the price that you honestly want to sell it for. Now, sets are going to be much more beneficial. It's going to take you much more time to grind it out, but it's going to be worth it in the end, because, for example, let's say a couple of months back when the Chronon Prime wasn't unvaulted, it was worth around 180, 190, 200 platinum depending on the price, so that is very good. Now, also, what you can do is sell it for ducats, as I said. Now, Barokatir is a trader that comes to a certain relay, so he can come to literally any relay on the map. So he can come to Earth, the Strata relay, he can come to Pluto on the Orcus relay, he can come to Saturn on the Chronia, and so on and so forth. So every second Friday, he comes around and brings you weapons and the primed mods. There you go, I decided to finally mix up my words. But the weapons are going to look something like this, so let me just find some. We have the Helicar Wraith right here, we have the Prisma Angstrom, the Prisma Twin Gremlins, the Tetra, I'm gonna just shorten the name, so Tetra, Grinlock, Krakata, the Gorgon, and some other weapons. For example, let me just find some other, Volker Wraith as well, Viper Wraith. Now, these weapons at base, so let's say he arrives. The price of these is going to be around 35-40 platinum. You can sell them instantly. The thing that you have to keep in mind, you do not don't really need, but do not level them, do not apply catalysts or form on them, because they're not gonna be tradable then. As you can see, if I click on this, wait, not like that, okay, I messed it up. So if you apply either one of those, or even use it in a mission once, get one single affinity point, it will not be tradable. Keep it at rank 0, and that is mostly it. You will see if it's tradable or not by the icon. As you can see right there next to master rank 8, you will see an icon that looks like 2 arrows following each other. That means it's tradable. And as you can see, for my other weapons that are 30 and above, they are not tradable. What I recommend you do is save up these weapons around 4 to 5 weeks, maybe 6, depending on the time that you want to wait, and then what I recommend you do is sell them then. For example, in these weapons I currently have around 300 to 450 platinum, which is very good. Another cool thing that you can do is going to be going here in navigation and going into the bounties. So bounties are not that hard to do. 90% of the time it's going to be pretty easy, and you're going to get carried. So for example, free roam, this is pretty easy. You can do a bounties, rescue, and spy. This is going to take you around 30 minutes max, and you can get Atan and Nasa sculptures, which filled out can be sold for 15 platinum. I wouldn't really recommend it. And you can also get the legendary core or a Riven mod. So legendary core is usually sold, I think, around 400 platinum, something like that. But I think the price fluctuated a little bit, so don't take my word on it, because I haven't actually checked it in a long time. But Riven mods are very interesting. Now, Riven mods, veiled Riven mods, such as, for example, pistol Riven mods, rifle Riven mods, shotgun, melee, Zaw, and so on and so forth, can be sold for around 10 to 15 and 30-35 platinum, depending on the mod itself. So usually the pistol ones, shotguns, and rifles are going to be the most cheapest, not counting the Zaw, the Arch gun. I'm not going to be looking at those, I'm just going to be looking at the bounty ones. And the melee one is going to be the most. Now, if you get a good Riven mod, for example, let's say the Tigris is really cool right now, and this Riven mod is worth around 200 platinum. Always try to see if there's anybody inside of trade chat, and then type PC, which means price check, and then open up your Riven mod by using these little square things. I forgot what they're called actually. Yeah, using that, and then you can actually see someone might have answered you, some might not, but you can also check out the Riven price checker as well, and many cool other things. Now, it also depends on the weapon, on the stats. So usually weapons that you want to, usually the stats that you want to look forward to are base damage, critical chance, and then passive, or I guess neutral negatives, which means, for example, it's not going to ruin your fire rate, it's not going to ruin your, what's it called? Damage, or something like that. So something like maybe damage to grenade. I mean, I honestly think that's not that really important, but some people might do. So it really depends on the weapon itself. So if you get a good weapon, Riven, you can literally sell it for, I don't know, maybe 2,000 platinum. As I said, it depends on the weapon, the stats, and everything else. So yeah, always keep an eye on that. And that is a really cool thing. I don't really get into the Riven market that much. I do try to get some cool Rivens and maybe, you know, sell them for a decent price, but it doesn't really work out for me. So I usually find someone that I trust that knows something about Rivens, and then I ask them. So I do not worry about that much. So that is gonna be mostly it for platinum farming inside of Warframe. Honestly, if you have any other way maybe that I missed in this video, leave it in the comment section below. It would be nice to hear you. You can also sell some, you know, doodads here. You can select and sell genetic imprints, which are worth around 20-30 platinum, and, you know, some other small little mods. Maybe you can sell relics. Never sell primed parts for trash. So people are gonna ask in chat, let me just see, yes, right here, want to buy ducats for 45 for 2 platinum, 65 for 4 platinum, and 100 for 6 platinum. Believe me, this is not worth it. It's not gonna pay out. If you need the platinum real quick, yeah, sure, but other than that, definitely don't. So this has been the Gaming Wiz. Hope you guys enjoyed. I see a lot of you guys not subscribed. Why don't you subscribe? I try to make a lot of guides, a lot of videos, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The Gaming Weasel over and out.